everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Scatha of Scatha Plays, and today we're going to do episode 3 of our Rags to Riches Island playthrough. I want to say thank you to everyone who's watched the first 2 episodes, and if you've missed them, I will have them linked below. So first things first, we're going to grab our mail. We ordered our wetsuit and a few things from the Nook shopping catalog. I'm not trying to get the 100 items to get the app because I'm not trying to spend all of the money, but if I see something that I like, I go ahead and buy it. So I'm going to get my money trees taken care of, and as you can tell, it had been a few real life days since I had played because I had the 2 fully grown money trees and no nursery money trees in my little money tree area. So we're going to go ahead and go through some dailies. I'm going to shake all my fruit trees so I can go ahead and get those sold to Timmy inside of the resident services tent. And we have Wisp again. I have never before had Wisp so many times on an island, and I absolutely love it. So we scared his spirit away, and we're supposed to be finding his spirit, but I got very distracted. And I thought this was a spirit piece, and I accidentally ended up hitting him with a net, and I felt so bad. Wisp is my favorite NPC, so I felt really bad. And how did I show that I felt really bad? I took my dear sweet time trying to catch all of his spirit pieces. I did everything else. I got my DIY, I got the seashells, I caught bugs and popped balloons and shook trees, and then I finally started seeing them. I was really worried that they might be on the upper level and I didn't have a ladder yet, but thankfully that wasn't the case. And then my net broke because I was so busy catching all the bugs instead of the spirit pieces. So I originally went into the resident services tent just to make a net. I was like, that's all I'm going to do. I got my 5 sticks, I'm going to make a net. And I ended up selling to Timmy, and I was like, oh, well, since I've already sold to Timmy, I might as well see what he has for sale. He had nothing good for sale. And so I was like, okay, I'll make my net so I can go ahead and help Wisp out. And you'd think I'd get on with it, right? No. I was like, oh, I'm in the resident services tent. I might as well check the Nook shopping, see if there's anything cute there. And then I decided to get the tools recipe because all of my tools kept breaking. And like I said, this whole playthrough night, I don't know what was going on, but I was completely distracted. And I could not focus on a single task to save my life. So now we're finally leaving, but do you think I went right away to that Wisp piece that I saw when my net broke? No. I got distracted. There was a fossil, I had to go get the fossil. And then I was like, oh, the rock. I should hit the rock because, you know, I don't have any gold. And then I finally remembered, oh yeah, Wisp. So I finally caught the Wisp piece, but instead of going about looking for the rest of them, I decided to go hit all of my other rocks. And then again, look, bugs. I just could not focus on a singular task to save my life. And then I decided, instead of helping Wisp, I was going to give all of the donations to Blathers. And I just don't know what. I just don't know what was going on. So, giving him all of the donations, and hopefully going to go help out that poor, sweet, innocent little ghostie who has done nothing wrong. No, it was a great time to go talk to my neighbors because you can get Nook Mile achievements for talking to your villagers, and I was hoping to have them gift me the do-rag. So I wanted to talk to them and get the friendship level up so I can gift them instead of helping out the NPC who actually does give you stuff. And instead of doing that, what am I doing now? I am going to upgrade every single one of my tools because I got that pretty good tools recipe. I decided it was a great time to stop and upgrade every single one of my tools. Like I said, I don't know what was going on this playthrough. Has anyone else ever had a gameplay night like that where you just can't focus on a single task? Or are you pretty good at doing one task, completing it, and then doing another task? Let me know down below. I'm gonna get the rest of my rocks, get the fossils, because I do have to complete the fossils for Rags to Riches as a forager. But finally got 4 wisp pieces, and if you saw it right there in the bottom left-hand corner, I have run past that so many times in editing that one wisp piece. I was getting so frustrated with myself for never seeing it. So, if you don't know, Wisp, once you give back his pieces, will give you an item, either expensive or something new. Well, this time he offered me clothing, and I didn't know he would offer clothing, so I was like, ooh, I'll pick something new, because a do-rag is only like 480 bells. It's not expensive at all. So I picked something new, and I ended up getting a t-shirt, which is fine. I don't have many t-shirts, but it wasn't even a t-shirt that I liked necessarily. So I was just kind of like, whatever, you're still cute. So I believe one of our Nook Plus things that we have to complete was to catch sea creatures. Plus, sea creatures are a really good way of grinding out bells, and since I don't have the shop yet, I can still sell directly to Timmy. So I decided to go ahead and knock that out. I do have to complete my sea creature Critopedia as a forager as well. So I decided to just get a small handful, just enough to fill up the Nook Plus achievement. And on my way back to Blathers to place them all down, because I don't know why, I can't do 2 rounds of donation in one night apparently. I noticed this when I was editing as well. If I donate something once, like a big round, I will just stack things again on the beach and donate them again later. I don't know why I just don't walk into the museum and donate what's in my pocket. I'd rather just save it all. So we're just trying to get the rest of the Nook Plus achievements done so we can get to the next day. And I was having such a hard time catching these fish. I was so eager to get to the next day to time travel. I just kept missing all of the fish, or catching trash. I have caught so much trash on this island. I have never caught as much trash as I am on this island. I don't know if RNGesus is just mad at me, or if it's just bad luck. But we finally caught a black bass for the first time ever. Hooray for black bass! And we can time skip to the next day. So this is the day I realized that I'm going to have to give the materials for the shop to Timmy to progress further in the storyline. I'm not going to get the 3 plots, I'm not going to get the bridges, or nothing like that while I don't have the shop. So, just collecting the materials and doing my dailies and hitting rocks and all that. And then in a little bit, I will be going and giving all the materials to Timmy to do the shop. Which does unfortunately mean that the drop-off box rule will get implemented. Until I have my do-rag, everything must be sold to the drop box. Which, it is what it is. That's fine. We want to progress in the storyline. I want to get the upgraded resident services. I actually like Isabelle. Do you guys like Isabelle? But I digress. I'm getting way ahead of myself. We're not even more than 3 residents on this island. So I always check the resident services for, or not resident services, apologies, the Nook shopping. I always check to make sure what they have. I do like the music. I like certain songs more than others, so on a normal island playthrough, I would collect all of them from Nook shopping, but right now I'm being a little selective since there is the money situation, and I'm trying my hardest to make sure that we are being very frugal with our bells. and only getting items that I feel are worth it. So, as you just saw, we planted our money tree, and we did plant it over with the other money trees. And I don't know what happened here. I just decided that I didn't like all these trees here, and it was going to be easier to not have them. So I went on this massive tree cutting thing, and I cut down a bunch of trees over by my house, and it really hasn't made a big of a difference. I still have a million trees. So now we're doing our daily donation round to Blathers. I do go back and get the other pocket full, and now we see we have Gulliver. So if you hit him with a net, he still does the same dialogue. It's just a little bit more fun. I know some people don't like hitting villagers with the nets. I won't hit the villagers, but hitting Gulliver with the net is very satisfying. So I'm gonna go up and down the beach, get the communicator parts, and for whatever reason, this task I can focus on no problem. I think it's because it's a smaller area to look for, but as I'm running by the trees, I'm still getting distracted by the bugs. So you win some, you lose some. So this is the part where now I'm realizing that I'm going to need to give materials to Timmy so we can progress the storyline. So I'm just going to go in my house and gather the rest of those, clear out my pockets, and all of that. As you can see, I have so many things in my storage. So I tried to hold out as long as I could, but I couldn't hold out any longer. So I do off camera this day take advantage of not having the box. Oh, here I tried to be one of those cool YouTubers who pulls out their net and catches the wasps like mid-air, and I have never been able to do it. But apparently I didn't learn anything because I haven't shaken this tree either, and I'm still chopping it without shaking my tree. So it is what it is. But anyways, what was I saying before the wasp came out? Oh yeah, off camera. So later this day, IRL, off camera, I did some diving and some weeding and some selling and things like that to Timmy before the shop came in fully. That way I could take advantage of the non-Dropbox rate one last time. So here we are just selling what's in our pockets. And now we're going to talk to Lyman. I was hoping he was going to give me some medicine or the DIY, but I guess probably because he was sitting down, that's why he didn't do it. So we placed the shop fairly close to resident services, so that way when I do host my first market, which will be this weekend when this video goes live, I can go ahead and let people shop my shop. I don't know if there's going to be anything good. I hope so. But that way it's an option and it's not something hard to traverse. Eventually it will get moved once I have terraforming unlocked, so I can make like little land bridges and things like that. But yeah, so we're doing our Nook Miles Plus goals. Just diving for sea creatures was one of them. And yeah, there they are, all nice and done for the day. So we're gonna go ahead and collect those Nook Miles. I'm not sure yet if I'm gonna spend them for Nook Mile tickets or not. So I was gonna end right there, but then I saw the balloon and I had to go and get it. So 5,000 bells, love to see it. We always need a money balloon, especially right now. And then I'm gonna go ahead and plant our cherries and call it a day. I want to thank everybody for watching. I hope you stick around for episode 4. Please subscribe, like, comment, let me know if you're enjoying the series so far.